Music is like root work. It writes your true name on a scrap of paper and makes you dance undignified like King David. This is the Hoodoo Music Podcast.
This is the Hoodoo Music Podcast, episode 24. Got 104 episodes, and the guest this episode, I drove all the way down to Greenwood with my friend Matt Bowersox, who helped me shoot the video for this episode, and got the band Hotsalt. What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up? Yo,
yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah. Got our hype man over here. So we're gonna talk to you guys, get a little in depth about stuff in just a few minutes. But we're gonna go ahead and get straight into some music. This first song, what's this first song? And if you got a little bit of a story behind it, you know.
This song's Ba Ba Da Ba. It's actually recently been created. As we form as a band, I think everybody can agree we've started to create music that is our own as a whole, and this is a part of that group of songs.
It's a pretty cool song. It sounds, like most of our songs are pretty diverse in their sound, and I think it's just because we all have influences from many different musical backgrounds, and, we've all played in different bands before, and we try to express that in all of our songs, just that diversity and the fact that we're always going to sound the way that we do with the four of us playing together. But it's like every song's different, but every song's the same.
This song's about anything. It refers to it as a her, but it's anything that you're attracted to that brings you down and seduces you. So it's almost sexual in a kind of way, but it's really not. It may sound that way, but it's just anything that seduces you into a pit that you can't get out of.
would love for everybody to introduce yourselves.
I am Ryan. I play drums. Known these guys forever. From Greenwood, South Carolina.
I'm Josh. I play lead guitar. I've known these guys for years. Played music with Eli and Caleb before. This is my first time with Ryan, but I'm from Greenwood, South Carolina too.
My name is Caleb Patrick Hall, and I have the privilege of playing the bass guitar for this band. Me and Eli Harold, the lead singer, have been friends since we were kids. Started playing music when we were about 14 or 15 years old. So I'm definitely thankful to be a part of it and privileged. And I'm also from Greenwood, South Carolina.
My name's Eli Harold. It was the first time actually noticing that all of us were from Greenwood, which is pretty cool. You know, we represent. I've started playing with Ryan recently. We've talked about it for years, and it finally just happened. Josh, we've played together. We know that connection's there, and me and Caleb is, needless to say, been going on for a long time. And I think we both understand how each other play and write similarly because of how close our experiences are to life.
Sure.
So we definitely play off each other 100%.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. Like when you see bands of that are people that have grown up together and have learned to play, like they learn to play together. They have like helped each other get better at your own instrument by playing with your friend. And so it's cool to see that like you guys have known each other for years and are playing together now, and you have a really cool sound. I really dig it. Like, do you have
like creating your own language?
Yeah.
Almost.
Like, would you have yeah, exactly. It is very much like you're kind of creating a common language and you kind of speak that. Your sound is I enjoy it, but I don't have words to describe it. And I usually like to ask people to describe their own sound. Like, how would you put it into words?
I would put it in the Beatles' words, just let it be and keep an open box. I mean, like, I try to keep as little control on what we create and how it's done. It's done in many different ways. I may write it at home. I may have written the songs. Some of the songs we play are 7 to 10 years old because I've been writing for a long time, more writing longer than playing. And we just let it be,
knowing these dudes for a long time, all like being able to feed off of each other's, emotions and knowing like the struggles that each other's been through and all that kind of stuff. So it can get pretty emotional. It's pretty cool.
I just think our sound is really raw, and like Caleb was saying, it's very emotional. And I agree with Eli. You try to kind of let the song go in its own way. You don't want to control it too much.
Sure.
So that it can be organic, and happen naturally. And a lot of the songs just begin as, just jam sessions. Somebody throws in a riff, or Eli will bring a song to the table because he contributes a lot as far as songwriting goes.
The one thing I found cool about our writing process, or our sound actually, is at first you could definitely see a lot of influences, like I come from a very prog rock background, so I think that element's there on drums, Josh comes from a very like punk. Caleb and Eli very much like a, indie singer-songwriter kind of thing, and the list of people we're into is just so eclectic, and it definitely shows. And it's really, I feel like our sound is very unpredictable, like one song's completely different than the other, and you never know what it's going to sound like. So I think still at this point, it's like we have a general idea of our sound, definitely very like raw indie, heavy blues and stuff, but who knows? I think the sound's still progressing and changing so much, it's hard to pinpoint what it actually is. And I find that very interesting.
This next song, what's it called? What's it about?
The next song is It's You. This is one that was written actually a while ago. We played it as Hotsalt in Florida, Orlando, Florida, which is where Hotsalt formed. And it's a completely different beast now. So... but either way, it's about somebody who you blame for your own problems. And we've all done it when somebody, basically you feel like it's their fault when we all make our own decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you use them as a scapegoat for your own problems. So that's basically the gist of it. Nothing more, nothing less.
so mixed up before I run to call you out. There's no way to walk around, I am sure you're to blame. That's you, that's you, that's you. It's always been you, it's you, and you. It's always been you, it's you, it's you. It's always been you, it's you, it's you. It's always been you.
I mentioned earlier that we did a video for Ba Ba Da Ba, and one of my good friends, Matt Bowersox, came down with me, one of my best friends in the world, and he brought down a second camera. We did this fun little thing, spinning around 2 angles. But Matt, did you have any questions you wanted to ask these guys?
There was something I wanted to ask Matt, and that was like, what did you think?
I thought you guys rocked the house. Like literally, this is the first time I've ever come on one of these excursions with Mark. And to be honest with you, like I've always had my expectations pretty low when it comes to like the local scenes. And coming all the way down to bumfuck Greenwood, it was like what the fuck am I gonna find out here? Like, who are these weirdos that we're gonna go to their house and they're like, are we gonna get shanked or something? But no, you guys,
We're still probably gonna get shanked. And Caleb's giving me the eye over here.
No,
like,
I mean, no. But no, for real, we plugged in, we plugged up. You guys, we got a great little setup here, a great little cozy little room, and we just it was awesome. I can't wait to see what the video turns out like. I wait to see what magic Mark works on it.
Did you have any questions you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I mean, like for each of you guys, if you were to cover a song from a genre that you do not listen to, like I mean, I'm talking about off the wall shit. What song would you cover and why? As this band, 4 of you covering a song, and I want to know what your preference would be.
That's a really tough question.
It's actually a cool question.
I hate to admit, like, it's almost embarrassing to admit that for the first thing that came to my head was Pussy Control by Prince.
Okay, I was thinking more like Creed. Maybe. What's the one where he's talking about being close to the edge or whatever?
Oh, My Sacrifice.
Yeah, My Sacrifice by Creed.
Now I'm thinking.
That's mine, dude. That's mine.
Creed such a disservice right now. Oh boy. I would probably have to go with "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" by Cyndi Lauper.
Nice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
There's an indie acoustic cover of that song that's really good that you guys should check out.
All right.
But yeah, we could do it better. So.
I actually have 2, and one came from we used to play in this tiny little room on the other side of the house. And one night, this is before Josh joined, me, Eli, and Caleb, we did a Fetty Wap song. And that actually didn't sound that bad, to be honest. But just to pick one, I just got serious in the car the other day, so I've just been driving around aimlessly listening to music. And I heard that Tears for Fears song, Shout. Yeah, and I just, for some reason, I just thought that'd be cool. It has such like an epic, I don't know, just... It's so epic and full.
Nice.
I just thought it'd be cool to do.
Nice. A question I'd love to ask is, where's the name Hotsalt come from?
Hotsalt was given by our previous drummer, actually. It was an idea in Florida, and we all liked it. And the idea at the time was to, like salt is something that flavors everything. Like, nothing's as good without salt. So that's kind of where it came from. And me, and because Josh wasn't with us at the time, all decided we'd keep it the same, just for lack of like establishing a base group of listeners. Yeah, we were almost Mosh Janley, and we were almost 3 seconds to Jared Leto. Yeah, it was really close call between those three, and Hotsalt was just like, we already have pages for this, so I can add you as admin, save work, save time. How boring and terrible, but that's the truth.
It's cool. That's cool.
And the only other person around during the time was Caleb, but it was already picked when you came, so yeah.
Well, so you guys have been you're in the process of recording a full length album now, because I went to your CD release show here in Greenwood for your EP Concho a few months ago.
And EP is a strong word. It's more of a demo.
But
we called it that though.
It's EP is just an extended play single, so it's more
that's
than
true.
one track. That makes it
It was
EP.
more of though a demo, because when I joined with Caleb and Ryan, I told them, this is not like, I can't waste my time. My time is like precious to me. I have a family on the way, and like, if we're gonna do this, like, it has to be a commitment. And so the first thing we're gonna do is have songs for people to hear and get an idea of what they're gonna expect, and that was the biggest thing. So we recorded that with Eric Delgado out of Abbeville, who has worked with Ken Lanyon, the what was the drummer from Katy Perry's band when. Dan, I think. But either way, he's worked with some awesome people, and he's basically how we got in with Ken Lanyon out of Abbeville, who's done Darren Dodd. And so we established a relationship with a guy named Ken Lanyon who mastered our demo. So going down there and recording and him being a part of the whole process, mixing and mastering, I'm excited about it. It's going to be
So
awesome.
you guys are currently recording a full-length album with Ken Lanyon.
We are.
That's cool.
We were supposed to have a whole day, but either way, we're just going to chip away at it, and our goal is to be done by the end of this year with a fully functional album, name pending.
That's cool. Well, what's this next song?
The next song is, oh my God, it's actually something that we have already recorded with Ken. It's going to be released as a single with a video. We recorded half of the video last Sunday. It's been a few weeks, so we recorded that out in South Carolina's humid, hot weather.
Oh yeah, that delicious humidity.
Yeah, I was the last to get. We had one go of each person in the band, like one full, playthrough, and I was the last person. So you can see sweat going at least down to my my belly button, and I'm like soaked at the end. Seriously, it was awesome. What was your experience of recording the video?
It was awful.
It's like prison.
No, it was actually really fun. There was a horse and a pig, both behind us, and I don't think any of them entered the video at all.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess they were scared of the sound or something. But I remember like hoping that at least one of them would pop up. The pig wasn't one.
And the horse was in the photobomb.
Okay, hopefully we can get the animals in there. They're pretty cool. No, but it was hot and sticky, but we had some hot gin out there, some hot beers, some hot salt.
Hot and salt,
so it was pretty fun, It was a fun time. Can't wait for it to be done.
One more thing about Hotsalt, shout out to Jit Tigglers, because he made the name so real. He's shouted Hotsalt to more people than I've ever sang to, and will, I hope to sing as many people as he's yelled Hotsalt to.
So we had 2 more songs. What's this next one?
This next one's Oh My God, and it's basically about no matter where you're at in life, like being okay with it if you're with a specific person. This is kind of like a love song in a way, but it could be anybody once again. It's not like restricted to like a sexual relationship,
We can go
So, you're playing a lot of shows. You're currently recording a full length album. So, other than what you're currently working on, what's the next step, and what's the end goal? What's kind of your goal with Hotsalt?
I mean, our goal for me, has always been to have as many people as I can hear what I have to say. And I would say, like, that's what makes you want to get to a place where you can do it without all the distractions that come with working a full-time job and supporting yourself. But it's something I'm going to keep doing no matter what. I mean, I will always write music, hopefully with a band. That's my hope. That's my most like desired position to be in, with a full band. But no matter what, I'll keep writing music. I have a SoundCloud full of stuff that's years of me not playing with a band.
Well, what are we talking about?
Goals? Do you have a goal with this?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Really, I mean, when I visualize it, I think, we've all pretty much see the same goal. It's trying to get this album done. Once we get the full-length album done, we'll have something to go on the road with. So then, we're going to work on setting up a tour. That's what I see in the future, is finishing the album and having plenty of copies of it, maybe with some T-shirts and, hit the road, figure out the best places to go. And the demos will be free. Maybe the album's not sure yet. We'll see. I mean, we're not trying to make you pay to listen to what we, want you to hear. Whenever you just can let somebody just have it for free, you have more people taking your CDs, therefore more people are listening.
Sure. No, I totally understand where you're coming from. You ever, you know who Amanda Palmer is, or Dresden Dolls? She gives a great TED talk called The Art of Asking. And it's basically about making stuff and giving it away, and then just saying, hey, help me keep doing it,
Right.
asking. Instead of, you just say you can have it for free, but if you can help us out, that'd be great.
We are committed to people that genuinely like music, like something physical. It's so cheap on Amazon for us to buy CDs. We can buy 100 CDs for $15. We can buy 100 cardboard cases for under $20. And it's it's that physical thing. We offer it online for free. You know what I mean, already. So it's that physical, we stamp out each letter on it, and we put an ink stamp on the back.
It's very DIY. You're doing it you're putting.
It's a present. I mean,
yeah, you're putting your
I
heart
saved
and
one
soul
for
into
myself in my memory box. I mean, it's something
cool.
that I want to remember for the rest of my life.
You're thinking about doing the same thing with the full length too?
I mean, it's very possible, depending on where we're at. I mean, with the way music is going, it's essentially free. People buy Spotify subscriptions and get it how they want it. So it's
Sure.
You don't make your money that way anyway. So why not give it away for free? If you don't, you're being tricked by some illusion that putting a price on it is going to help you.
I guess, my end goal in music and stuff like that, obviously the next step is going to be touring after finishing the album, because as Caleb said, we'll have something to take with us on the road. Going along with what Eli said, music is what I do. It's, it's my hobby. And, like most people, I'm not necessarily in the profession of my dreams. And I don't really want to get rich. It would be nice if Hotsalt could really, really take off. But,
You could at least pay your rent with it,
Yeah, exactly. See, that's my end goal, is just to be able to live comfortably. I don't want too much more than the next guy. I just, want to be able to put a roof over my head and feed myself. And if I can do what I love and make enough money to support myself, then that's what I want to do. How about you, Ryan?
My absolute goal, much like Josh, is, to be able to live comfortably. But my overall goal, where I really wanted to, take playing music beyond the bedroom or something like that, is I love to travel. I don't like staying in one spot as much as possible. And in a perfect world for me, just making a decent amount of money, but just constantly on the road playing. Going meeting new people, experiencing new things. That's my goal with music, to find a group of brothers, which check on that, and definitely just travel. I just want to travel and play music. It's very simple.
That's cool. Well, we had one more song. What's this next one?
1,000 Faces.
1,000 Faces is a song that Eli wrote, and it's pretty much like the like cell phone age that we're in. So if you could just imagine like 1,000 empty faces walking towards you, maybe they're all looking down at their cell phones, you know, or they're just not of this world, you know. So it seems like everybody's pretty out of it, you know, these days, not in touch with each other, you know. Yeah, so if you could explain it a little better.
No, that's like pretty much spot on. Like the song is exactly about that, and almost like instrumentally about that, because the words are somewhat abstract. I mean, the first words are exactly what you said, like I see it coming, 1,000 empty faces. And it's just about how the advance of technology has taken people away from a reality that we once knew and into a new one that could be, it's I guess better to those that want it, but for me, I miss the reality where people weren't stuck to their phones and were engaged in one-on-one contact when it was available to them, because life is short. Your day goes by fast. You don't have a lot of time, and people waste so much of it staring at a screen.
Guys, I want to thank you so much for doing the show. Thanks for having me down here in Greenwood at Ryan's house to record this session, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys are coming out with and your future stuff. Where can people find you online? You've got Concho out. Where can people hear that? Where can people connect with you?
Concho's on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, YouTube. I didn't go ahead with the CD Baby full release on Spotify and iTunes because we want to locally establish ourselves.
Sure.
With the album, it's going to be available through any outlet possible for sales.
Cool.
The biggest thing is just stay tuned. I mean, a lot of things are in the works. I'm excited where we go from here. I keep telling all of us, we have to keep the momentum with music these days. Once you lose your momentum, you're done. I mean, it doesn't matter to a certain degree how big you get. I mean, when's the last time you've seen a Nirvana or, Beatles or it's different.
Where can people connect with you on social media? I know you guys got Instagram and Facebook, stuff like that.
Facebook /Hotsalt, all caps.
I think Instagram is at Hotsalt Band on Instagram.
Hotsalt Band, yeah. There's a few different ones, but mainly if you type in Hotsalt in all caps on any of those sites, it'll be there
and
in the
one
first
word.
page.
Hot salt is one word.
Hot salt is one word, all caps. It's something really hard for people to accept. I like the way it looks on paper, and I think all of us do is another reason we picked it. It has a good look and feel to it. Yeah. It describes us as people, to a certain degree. Yeah. And when we play, we get hot and salty. It's a guarantee. I guarantee that if you come see us, we will get hot and salty for you.
Well, this show is available on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts. You can also subscribe by visiting bit.ly/Hoodoo Music Podcast. If that's too hard to remember, YOLO420.com/local band swag. It really works.
100%. I had to put this in. I want to thank you, Mark, and you, Socks, and Hoodoo Music for coming down and doing this.
Dude, I had such a good time.
It's great to be a part of people that love music like we do. We connected 100% when I met you at the radio room, and it's a beautiful thing.
This has become my passion. I have just it drives me to be able to come down to record some band and just hang out, get to know them, and be able to find a way to help them share their shit with everybody, because I believe that good bands deserve to be heard, and I believe that you as the listener deserve good music. Your friends deserve good music. So get your friends and go to some shows wherever. It doesn't matter where. There's a local show near you, local bands. Go see them and support them. If you follow this podcast on social media, you can follow me at Mark Jones Audio on Twitter and Instagram, and I often talk about the shows I'm going to, so you can see where some stuff is happening from my perspective. And, of course, follow these guys because they're going to be doing some cool stuff, I think, in the near future. Any final thoughts, guys?
One thing I do want to add, if you haven't went to Google and typed in Concho yet, please do.
Can you spell it?
It's Koncho. Concho. All caps.
You're gonna find a particular image. I'm just gonna warn you now. But that's all I'm gonna give you. That's all I'm gonna give you. Well, until next time, thanks so much for listening to the Hoodoo Music Podcast.
Hoodoo! Lay down Hoodoo music on.